Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Um, so give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. So pretty much, I'm spending the night somewhere due to safety. Not safety, but I just wanted to spend the night somewhere because it was really hectic on me today. So yeah. Um, to be quite honest, the police were at my apartment buildings taking care of something randomly and totally different than me. But then somebody sped. I had one person look at me and throw up a gun sign 2 days ago. Then I had another, which was Hispanic, by the way. Then I had another set, and the police was behind me. The police wasn't doing it. The police ended up behind me probably because of it. But also I had a person speed up and slow down right where I was at, and it didn't scare me because I'm not scared of nothing. But I'll tell you this, it I acknowledged it. Put it to you like that. Nothing scares me but God. Nothing. Not even the police. I just choose as a holy person to take up for them because that's the right thing to do. But I'll tell you this, nothing scares me, not a bullet, nothing. So you can stop trying to intimidate me. And he did it right. He didn't even know the police was like right down the street. He speed and he slowed down right next to my car. He sped up at the light. The light turned green for him to make a left into the apartment complex where I stay. And it's a long line. It's not long, it's like maybe 150 feet, maybe 50 feet from where I was to him, but 150 to 200 feet to the parking lot of where I live. And so he skirted so hard that it skirted his tires. Then he slowed down and looked at me. And then he sped up. And the police was right there. If I had a got shot and they heard gunfire, they would have sat up there and just straight arrested the dude. It's always a, that's why I like the police. It's always a divine intervention. That's why tomorrow when I go with my head held high into my normalized court appearance, because I have court appearances just like Trump. I'm on probation. When I go to my normalized court appearance with my head held high, hopefully the judge will see that I my intentions were not to move prematurely, but I did everything that I could possibly do, and I am moving prematurely because we set a date, and that date is June 15th. So that helped me get into, I know what I'm doing. I care about my safety. I'm not scared about nothing, but I care about my safety. And if I feel like I'm in danger, yes, I'm going to move. This has been going on for a while. Even before you can even think, even before, like, it's just sad, man, that Hispanics got. Today I saw a crash. They were for me. They're coming to Kirkland now. I'm glad I don't live there. but I had just happened to go out there for some odd reason. And he crashed into a brand new BMW and then sped off, a hit and run in all that traffic. Everybody saw him. He hit the side of I was trying to make a right. He hurried up and tried to make a right just so he can sit up there and follow me. When he sped past me, they always glance and look at me. If he didn't know me, why glance? I called the police. I was one of the very few to call the police, and I would do it all over again. He said, if he needs to call him back, I said, if you need to call me back, call me back. In an old white van, just driving around, don't even know where they're going. He was making a left, and then when he found out he hit the car, he took off and went straight, and then looked at me. I was making a right. He was, if he would have made a left, he would have been on the same road as me. That he hit the car and then he took off. I don't even want to ride the highways no more. It's unsafe. It's not enough police officers on the force. I'm just doodling, going to the mall here, trying to do what I do best, which is get online, and I couldn't even do that. It just keep getting worse and worse where I live. And I knew it would be a spike. When you know, you can tell when it's a spike in something because summertime come around and people start doing strange things in the heat. In the winter it's too cold to do things, and that's everywhere you go. But in the heat, they're going to end up getting it just like Philadelphia, where it's gunfire every night. And this is unacceptable. Just popping off guns all night. That's what they want. Hit random people because they can get away with it. I won't stand for that. I'm going to set so many laws in place to not only help my skin color, but to help every Caucasian out there. Yeah, I made a mistake, but I tell you this, it wasn't all the way my fault. That is my story. And I put that on God. And I don't lie to God. God knows what happened, me and God. Had the circumstances, I put it to you like this, had the circumstances not played a factor, such as my bed being taken, such as me not being able to take a shower until the next morning, to me doing my laundry at 11 o'clock at night, it's all on camera. They got away with murder. And now I just found out I can't even get the footage of the jail. I am sick and tired of them pushing me around, running me around in circles. If I sat up there and wasn't halfway, I was up when somebody grabbed my neck and stuck a needle in my throat. How would y'all feel if that happened to you? And I fell into somebody with white boxers lap. I was raped and beaten, and none of the lawyers even cared. None of them. They made an example out of me because I'm a Trump pro Trump. And I love Trump. I don't just say this because I don't love him in a marriage way, but I love him as a father, as a figure, whether a father figure or a figure, period. I love him. He's hated on the most out of everybody else and has it the worst. I'm not going to sit here and talk your head off, but I will say this. I will never stop loving him. And that's exactly what I told my first lawyer. And I ended up in a loony bin somewhere, in a jail loony bin, thanks to my first lawyer for 3 months. 2 months at Seattle, 3 months at the loony bin, and another 2 months. And you know, it doesn't change you, but it does. When you hear people little whispers saying you should smother her in her sleep, you allow murderers to run up on me behind me. And if it wasn't for the FBI informant that came in, which I called, I would be dead and it would be a setup. The FBI informant that I called, I forgot his name, but he was Russian. He came in after a week after I called and got hired, and he left a week after I left. He stayed there for a month and then passed, moved on. I said, I'm leaving. He said, I'm leaving too. He didn't give a reason why. He said, I'm leaving a week later. Pavlov, that was his name. He was the only one that helped me there because he knew I wasn't crazy like they were making me out to be. This isn't me against the world. This is me against some key players that use their power for evil. Period. You are a lawyer. Why didn't you help me? You were my public defender. Why didn't you help me? And why is it that I can't get a lawyer to save my butt when I couldn't see his face, but he put a needle in my throat and I fell into his white boxers. I don't know what race he was. Why can't I get a lawyer? You know, the bar association is like this. They go to different powwows and get togethers. They may blacklist me. They may blacklist me from different companies or whatever. But my goal is to advocate for women like me of color. I am tired of women like me of color being shunned and treated like we have mental health issues or we're lower or three-fourths of a person. This has nothing to do with anything that I've been through lately, but it just has everything to do with the way some people treat women of color. I had a good day today with all races. All I'm saying is that we get treated the lowest. I'm not talking junk or pinpointing anybody, but this stems from Santa Maria. And it stems from Seattle when I sat up there and told my lawyer, I said, I love Trump. And y'all are mad at me because I love Trump and I'm a Trump supporter. And I have the Kimberly Cloud show. You know what my attorney did? She sat up there and she didn't even care. She shipped me to the loony bin. For 3 months, I endured killers, mental health patients, poison in my food. I had diarrhea like ever since I've been there. And then I got stocked up again because I was taking narcotics secretively at the jail. It was no reason why I was stopped up at the jail and had diarrhea at a place that served food. They used to laugh in my face literally and watch me eat the food. And you can't help it. You can't help it but eat. You got to eat, right? I'm going to fight and keep fighting. I'm going to find people outside of Seattle that live somewhere else. I want my money. I deserve it. I did nothing to the police officers and officers there. They told me they told me to do something and I did it. I never fought. I screamed. I screamed off the top of my lungs a couple of times. But do you know why? Tossing your food in the cell and it's all over the floor. You have to eat that. You get fed 3 times a day, no rations. For me, I have no family. I couldn't afford nothing. Just my fro, my gray and black fro, and 3 times a day. Everybody else got noodles and Reese's peanut butter cups and other stuff. Me, I got zero, zilch. It was hard for me in there. All the way to the end. I told every person, every individual, it was even in the courtroom that I said, I don't trust these officers. I told my lawyer that, and she told the judge that she wants me released back to the YWCA. Why would a lawyer tell you that? You know, you see that R. Kelly, that it's all on camera, it's recorded. I need an attorney that will sit up there and get all those recordings, and they will be disgusted at how many times I told these lawyers. I was nice about it too. 8 months of my life was taken when you letting felons out and the cartel out every day. I've never committed a crime except smoking weed illegally and doing illicit drugs. I've never hit nobody without me being hit first. And I barely fought them back. I don't want to see another black woman go through what I go and do. Half of those women are mentally unstable and they let them right back out on the street. Every day that went by, there was a woman getting out that had a felon. You know why? Because they was a snitch and they were a informant for me. They probably lied to get out about me, to build a case against me. Half those women that took rags and put them on their head, women that sat up there and had stocked up tubs and stocked up squatting to go use the bathroom. It was sick. Maxi pads on the toilet, dirty water, dirty floors. The only thing that wasn't in there was rats. But you had mouses that were graduating to rats. And I don't mean that in a physical animal way. because it was a bunch of mouses in there turning into rats, but no un- undocumented rats. And what I mean by that is people that sat up there and lied and documented something that was not a truth, undocumented verbally, and was lying. They all got out. It was 8 people in my bay, all got out except me. I was supposed to get out. And as soon as I said I was a Trump supporter, they let me stay in. This isn't about that though. I had to get that off my chest. I am not a dumb African American woman. My nervousness may come off as a dumb African American woman, but I'm very sharp. I have what it takes to do the things that I've been doing. I've interviewed now a judge. I've interviewed now everyone. And it's out there now. It's out there for the new people. Yes, I've been to jail. Yes, other people been to jail. Yes, some state senators have felons. Yes, some people have felons. I have no reason to lie. When I hold my head up high in the court to get this over with, not bashing nobody in the courtroom, such as my social worker, my lawyer, my judge, they all cohesively work together. Great team, by the way. When I walk in that courtroom tomorrow with my head held high, and she give me the proceedings to move. When I move, I am never telling anyone where I moved to. And I don't want it to be public record. I don't want nothing to be public record. I just wish they would leave me alone. And they meaning the cartel or whatever gang, whatever cartel they got. Just leave me alone. You have a wife and child, and you're banging up people brand new. It's nothing but Benz's, Porsches, and other places, cars, very high end price cars around this area. That's why I come out here to be predominantly around white people. And the only reason I say that is because that way I can identify whether somebody that's not from here is coming here. And they do the same thing with me. The Caucasian white people that see me, they probably think I'm going to rob a bank with glasses and a wig on. But I'm okay with that because they don't know me. You can't get mad at somebody that don't know you. Good Lord, if I brought my book bag in, it would look like I'm carrying a weapon. So all I'm doing right now is trying to remain around them so I can learn from them. Because those women at the Republican Party have a lot to teach me. I haven't written nobody yet. I will do it this weekend and start my process of calling for endorsements. I will reach out to Matthew again on Friday. By next Friday. If he doesn't respond by next Friday, keep reaching out to him via email and via text. My goal is to get a black person in office that is not smart and well spoken. Not, I shouldn't say not smart because I'm very smart. People know I'm very smart. It's not well spoken and not your typical Obama character that, you know, speaks very well spoken. I'm not well spoken. I have broken English and I'm English. United States citizen. Yes, I admit I do. Especially when I don't know nobody, I get nervous. That's a typical feature of my hindrance. But I think I did 100% to the extreme better than what I did when I was in Santa Maria. And it's just going to get better and better. I taught myself versus going to Toastmasters. I taught myself versus going to speaking engagements. I'm going to teach myself as long as I get that pure, honest support. I need y'all help. And we can collaborate. Do you not know how many Black people are looking for a Black woman like me that's for the people to be in office? What I am doing is for my own safety. It's not that I don't want to be around Black people. What I am doing is for my own safety. That's the only way I can flush them out. But I support y'all. Yeah, I talk junk sometimes. Yes. I talk junk in a way that's inappropriate, and I apologize. From here on out, I won't speak about women big butts and flat butts and all of that, but you know, I said some things and I apologize. And I mean it. I don't need your vote, like in that way where I'm begging for your vote. I need your vote by choice to know that if I get into office, I will be working to make every law not a filibuster where people are prolonging it to continue during the course of my 4 years I work in office. But I'll tell you this, I work to make Social Security get higher. I work to make sure that food stamps go higher. Just like the judge say, they are short staffed everywhere. They are short staffed with Social Security. So people benefits is taking all day to get processed. And sometimes they make mistakes. VA is the same way. I've been through the VA. I am a veteran. Everything that I want to change, I done been through. The shelters are corrupt. They allow people to use drugs, and I don't like that. I don't care if I don't live there or not. There are some innocent people coming through that shelter, like I was. I had to sleep with literally one eye open. If I slept with one eye closed and one eye closed, my stuff was getting taken. I was so tired. They made sure I was tired that night. They kept me up to 12 o'clock. I'm usually in bed by 9 p.m. They wanted me tired so they can alter the drugs that I had at the time, which was medicinal marijuana. I was never, ever aggressive. I wouldn't have left that place like that. I wouldn't even have gave the police officers the finger. I was under the influence of something. I was calling the police, 10 police officers' names individually. You don't know the stuff that, and one day it's going to come out and they're going to be like, that's not Kimberly. She was definitely under the influence. Somebody out there, CNN, ABC, NBC, CBS, get the tape. That is not me. That is a person under the influence of methamphetamine. And I didn't take it. Only thing I took was my tincture. And they put something in it. and I'm telling the truth. If I took the methamphetamine, or I took a, a aggressive drug, I will admit to that. It would be harder for me to run for state senate, but I would admit to that. I wouldn't sit up there and just say, "Oh Lord, it was them." Who is them? The crooked part of the FBI. Did y'all read the paper lately? Two people got fired. One resigned, one got fired because they were writing Trump stuff, like belligerently writing stuff about Trump negatively. The head, a top official of the FBI, he was writing belligerent, nasty comments about Donald Trump, and the woman resigned. There's a crooked part, there's a good part to everything. There's a good part of the police, there's a bad part of 911. There's a good part of the FBI, there's a bad part of the FBI that don't allow the good part to know who is bad and playing both sides. There's good Antifa, there's bad Antifa, there's good KKK, there's bad KKK. There is reasons for everything. Just because I know people don't believe me, don't hit that end button and hear me out what I'm saying. There's good Black Lives Matter and there's bad Black Lives Matter. If Black Lives Matter, then why is over 3,000 Black people in Philadelphia dying? Because of Black people. They have hits set out. They have hits set up. So you can't deny what I'm saying. Black Panthers too. There's good part of Black Panthers. There's bad part of Black Panthers with an ulterior motive. You can dislike a Black person all you want, but when you start choking them with nooses and making it hard for them and trying to kill them, that's one thing. You can hate a white person, but when you start intimidating them and trying to kill them because of what happened to you 300, 400, 500 years ago, if not later than that, you know, I get it. I get it. I don't I get it that yes, I get mad sometimes when I hear or see the nooses around African Americans, but let me tell you a story that happened. This was during before the civil rights movement. It was in Mississippi. This African American man that had blue eyes, he was some type of Indian breed or something, but he had blue eyes, African American male. I forgot where I read this. He sat up there and he came to a really prejudiced town, right? He came to a really prejudiced town. He went in the store with his friends. His friend said, "I dare you to go have sex with that girl in this grocery store." Now, mind you, she's younger than him. At first, he said, "Oh, no, 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 they're going to hang me." And then he said, "F it, I'll do it." Stirring up the pot, right? So he went in there. He started trying to hook up with her. At first, she was hesitant to say, "Don't you know you get killed around here, boy?" And then she gave in. And a couple of days later, they slept together. Now, they didn't like that. The father, the brother that were white. So they took him. They kidnapped him because he did it twice. He came back. He got away with it the first time and said, "Yeah, I slept with somebody." He said, "I slept with her and it felt real good to sleep with a white lady." And then he came back and did it again. And when the father found out, she willingly had sex with him, but she had to lie and say it was rape. So you know what they did when they kidnapped him? They strapped him down. They weren't going to kill him at first. They just wanted to beat him real bad. But he fought back over and over again. He said, "F you, da 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 da." So they broke his neck and they shipped him down a river where his body blew up like a puffer fish, badly bruised, and the father got off on it. Not got off on killing him, but got off of the case. He didn't, nothing happened to him. Nothing happened to him. That is a very solid issue. But when you have wars going on, like for instance, black on black crime, one black guy sit up there and kill and strangle two women in the state of New York. He strangled and killed two women, and it took him. He was out. He got 7 years for the murder of a black woman. Got out and did it again, and then it took him 20 years the FBI to find out that he did it. So he's in his 70s, 80s. He's happy. He can go to jail happy. He had most of his life outside, and who knows what else he did. When you murder somebody and you get away with it, you tend to try to murder again. You know, it's very sad to know that. Oh, and Martin Luther King. That's what I was going to say next. Martin Luther King. Did y'all know what he used to do? He used to cheat on his wife a lot. And that's not a bad, it is a bad thing. It is a bad thing. I'm sorry. It is. He's all through these streets right now. Martin Luther King, King County, everything. And you know who he used to sleep with behind his wife back? A white lady. You know what JFK book, the JF 500 page to 600 page book that I read, JFK Diaries or documentary by Bill O'Reilly, said they used to say, yeah, you may be calling us nigger. Well, you may be calling us niggers, but we love white women. He was a nympho. Look it up. JFK had to distance himself from him because JFK was a nympho too. But he slowed down for his wife when she had her last baby. He actually did, JFK actually deflowered an 18-year-old on the same bed him and his wife slept on. So when Martin Luther King started sleeping around on his wife a lot, he said, slow down. He told him, slow down. He even distanced himself from Frank Sinatra. JFK wife used to smoke Newports. I said, what the heck? I used to smoke Newports. He had back problems. They had to give him injections. I don't know. I said to myself, the reason why I talk so much about the KKK, because I say to myself, they could have burnt a circle, they could have burnt a square, they could have burnt a triangle, but they burnt a cross. Why did they burn a cross at people's lawns? It's above our heads. Only certain people know. Just like we can assume what's going on in the White House, whether Trump is in office or Biden is in office, but we don't know exactly why. People leak stuff that used to be there, but if same thing with Black Lives Matter. Who is the head of Black Lives Matter? Is it a white person? Because that's all they do is support Black Lives Matter, but all black people are dying. Candace Owens did a segment. Now that's who you should be getting mad at. Whoever's ahead of the Black Lives Movement. Because despite everything, it's everywhere in Philly. They got it spray painted black BLM, BLM. And yet nothing stemmed from it except more violence. Nothing stems from it more than violence. So, where do we go? They came out with All Lives Matter. I've been saying that. That's something that shouldn't even be copyrighted or franchised. All lives do matter. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Puerto Rican, Indian, Portuguese, Russian, every race. If we're not, and it doesn't matter. As long as they're coming over here, we're getting rich off of them. And some people that are immigrants are getting hip to that. So I suggest whoever's behind bringing them over here without being documented, stop, because they're hip to it. You let their countries die. Their countries is going to die. Only the really rich is what's keeping them dangling by a string. That comes over there to stay. Like Mexico. Like small little countries that we don't never heard of. The rich come there to get away from the United States. And that's the only thing that keeps them productive. Everybody else is a liability. If we don't stop doing this to our country and letting countries go at least 20 years behind us, if not 50, we are going to end up in hell with a bunch of crime, and people are going to move away. People are going to move away. People are going to move so far away that they're never going to sit up there and come back. Dubai, people are going to move away. It's going to spread like the plague, man. And my heart goes out of everybody in the United States. My heart goes off to the geriatric and elder and baby boomers. Because what y'all don't know is that y'all story of 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, even 100 goes a long way. And if you're eliminated too early without child or anybody to talk to, that story goes mute. That story goes mute. Don't you want to be the change? So, what do you think is happening to the baby boomers? I guarantee you, to all my Berrien baby boomers and other baby boomers, if you know anybody from Berrien that lived in Berrien all of their life. I remember talking to one person before I go any further. I remember talking to a person that literally I was laughing with him and he didn't understand what I was saying. I said, "Don't you remember when Reese's peanut butter cups cost 5 cents. And he first, no, we both agreed. We hit two different numbers. I said we were laughing about something. This was in Loveland, Colorado, and he was Hispanic, and I was like, "Don't you remember when Reese's peanut butter cups cost?" He was like 25. We said it at the same time. He said 25. I said five. A nickel to 25 cents because he don't remember. He wasn't here. I'm not saying that they should not be here. I put that on God. I put everything on God. And I believe in God, that there's an ultimate God birthed in our universe, multiverse, and omniverse. That I tell you this, the ones that are undocumented, ain't that much family in the world. If you have something to take, enough of y'all together can overthrow the Mexican government. To bring cartel not only to the Mexico, but the United States is a very bad thing. They're even in Europe now. They watch. Just because you think you're not being watched by them, you're being watched. You got money, you're being watched. You got a strong voice, you're being watched. You're a Republican, you're a true Republican, you're being watched. And what I was saying about burying was that you can sit up there all you want to my burying geriatric, baby boomers, and elderly and think that people won't do anything to your food. I know this sounds weird and I know people are not going to believe me. But if they're making meth, if they're making fentanyl, what else do you think that they have to eliminate the competition? It's at least 60%, 30% undocumented, 35% documented, and then 20% of baby boomers and geriatric and elderly people, and then 10% black and another 10% white. Think about it. I'm not saying all Hispanics is like that, but the cartel don't want any white people in their territory, whether you're nice to them or not. Point blank, period. Anybody who tells me they do it better than white and black people, and he mostly meant white people, and I'm not trying to take, I don't want nothing from you. I don't want nothing from you. I just wanted you to acknowledge that everything I said, I've been through. So if you ignore what's going on, it's going to come back and bite you. They don't want geriatric people in their area. They don't want white people in their area. They think they're better than blacks too. And it's showing to be positively true, possibly true, should I say, possibly true, because when a black person is friends with an undocumented Hispanic, they treat me like crap. If they're part Hispanic, part black, they treat me like crap. I am not a hooker. I am not a prostitute. I am not a whoremonger. My goal is to get to where I am through true blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, I make mistakes. I'm alone. What else do you expect for somebody to be alone for the rest of their life and not make a mistake or two? I mean, some people can't even hardly leave their spouse for. I couldn't leave my spouse for more than it was so sickening to me, both spouses. I couldn't let them be out of my sight for more than 15 minutes. I barely even hardly took showers because I was afraid that they would be cheating on me if I took too long of a shower. That's how bad it was. And now I'm free to move about the cabin. I don't have time for a relationship. And today was my free day, and we're going to get right back to business tomorrow morning when I wake up. I had to get away to get a clear head. I had to wake up to get a clear head. And when I wake up this morning, tomorrow morning, I will have a clear head and I will be up early, bright and early. I don't have nothing hindering me like, am I going to get shot walking to my car? Am I going to get kidnapped or raped or tortured walking to my car? Even though it's daylight, there's nobody that can see or would even care because I stand for what's right, which is undocumented illegal immigrants, any illegal immigrant from Hispanic to any race, whether you're African or not, need to go back and come back the right way. If we came to your country, we would have to come in the right way or seek refuge. And I think, to be quite honest, we ladies actually agreed upon something, and that is they feel the exact same way. King County jails are closing, possibly. I think that's what I heard. I haven't looked nothing up, but this weekend I'm going to do a segment specifically for Washington State governor or government, WashingtonState.gov, and start looking up things. I don't have time to do it right now. So what I'm going to do is the two press releases that I said I was going to do that's free. And we're going to get this party started, man. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. Lord Jesus. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm not trying to hurt their feelings. I like Hispanics. But when they treat me like Smokey off of Friday, where they like, hey, I said, take this. You had angel dust, man. And you like, what, what? I hope that y'all got something out of this. I was just going to get right to work, but that wasn't going to be too good. And my goal is to continue to strive. Even if I don't win, I'm going to continue to try. It may take me a little longer because I done so much, you know. But I tell you this: what rings true is that I was not knowingly on methamphetamine, and I apologize to the police force of King County for being belligerent and non-resourceful and very rude and arrogant. And I may talk junk about, you know, uh undocumented immigrants because I know they don't like me, and they send people in. They send in who they can control, that's another race. And I don't understand why y'all go for it. Why do y'all go for that crap? That's how you know that they're winning. When they can pay you $300 to go in there and try to figure out what I'm doing. One white man was in there He looked like a crackhead. He was, and he did look like a crackhead. And he's not ugly or nothing, but you can tell he does mouth the coke or crack cocaine. And he said hi. After I got my money, he said hi, and I said hi. And then as soon as I came out, he came out. He was in line. I watched everything. He was directly in line. And as soon as I left, he left. Now, it could have been a coincidence. Some people are like, well, what if he just changed his mind? Why did he even address me? Same with the black man at the grocery store. He started following me like he was with me or something. And then as soon as I turned around, he turned around and went the other way. This is all on camera. One day the camera is going to show, and y'all going to be very disgusted at how this looks. They're going to be very disgusted. So I'm not taking nobody's side. I'm just saying the competent black and white people, the competent black and white people, I want your vote because I feel like I can make a change in the state senate, the legislative branch. I never thought that I would do something like this. I did not like anything about politics. I got I had to go to summer school about this crap in order to catch up and take 7 classes in high school for 2 years. I learned about the executive branch, the legislative branch, in state government, federal government, all that stuff, man. And I didn't like it. I barely even passed it. But it really interests me. I didn't get a well-rounded education, but I worked hard for the education that I did get. The same about the education that I get at the University of Phoenix. It's not like going to George Washington University getting a master's degree, but at least it's my master's degree. At least it's an easygoing, hard, no, neutral going master's. I don't want nothing that is, oh, you have to learn microbiology. What the heck? What is microbiology? Is when you learn about the biology of life in a small sense. Or so micro meaning small study of life. The small study of life. Because biology is the study of life. Micro is the small study of life. So you learn something new every day. So yeah. Whew, it's cold. But yeah, it's already 10. It's 10. It's 10, 10. 10, 10. Benton. I'm about to get off of here. I had to talk to you guys though. I wanted to say that I haven't even been in here. I've been on the road all day. I've been on the road all day. I'm about to chill out, watch some TV, and because I don't even have cable at my house. I usually just watch YouTube videos, and I be knowing more than a typical person. Seriously, I don't pollute myself, but I want to see the news today. The 10 o'clock news is on. I can't wait to see what they're talking about on the 10 o'clock news. Yeah. But my advice to you guys is fight for what you believe in. Fight for what you believe in. And I have it extra hard because of my skin color. I have it hard. I have to say I do. Whether it's going good for me or not, I have it hard. All I want to do, oh, let me do my press releases. This table is cold. Hold up. Give me a second. Usually I'll be asleep, but no. Whew. Give me a second. I'm about to get a towel so I won't have my elbows on the cold. Hold on. Why don't we go up further? Ah, I need a towel. Okay. Whew. Let me eat something a little bit more. Mm. Oh yeah, one more thing.
Second game of a doubleheader between the Pirates and Tigers, and on the day Skeens celebrated his 22nd birthday in his fourth career big league start. He was spectacular. Tigers were striking out like dudes in a science club. Skeens 4 Ks through the first 2 innings. Bottom half of the fourth inning, Buccos leading 4-1. Skeens still getting busy. About 96 pitches, 70 for strikes. Finished the day with 6 innings, 2 earned, 9 Ks. Just the fifth pitcher since 1893 with 20 or more strikeouts.
Okay, what is this?
First two road starts.
Okay, go to Microsoft Word.
Wednesday, Andrew McCutcheon had homered
Okay.
in each of
What am I
Skeens'
going to talk about?
starts.
Don't
In his
laugh.
fourth career start,
They're like, she don't got nothing to talk about. I can't talk about running for state senator.
He's now homered in every one of Skeens'
I have to figure out what I'm
starts.
going to talk about
Pirates win 10
before I get on here.
Skeens Day.
Let me write a thing
Hutch
down.
loves when the rookies are down. He's homered in every one of his starts.
It doesn't work. It's easy. If it was that easy, I would talk about running for state senator.
41 games McCutcheon has played in this season. Meantime, Reese Heel and the Yankees in Anaheim. But long before Heel took the mound, we had chaos. Top one, bases loaded, no score. Giancarlo Stanton pops it up. But Juan Soto making his way back to second base bumps into Zach Neto. Now, the infield fly rule has been called, but
so
Soto interfered.
Where is my pen? I just had a pen.
The same thing that happened last week to end the Orioles White Sox game. Twice in the span of a week.
I could have sworn I had a pen.
He comes out to get his pound of flesh. Nick Carapazza gives him the hook. 36th career ejection for Boone. in fewer than 950 games. The Yankees would fail to
Okay,
score in the eighth.
tomorrow's agenda at 5 in the morning,
Top
y'all.
seven, one
All
nothing
jokes
Yanks
aside,
off. Anthony Volpe down the left
tomorrow's
field
agenda
line
at
to
5 in the morning.
around. Volpe can
The agenda
fly.
is to
Right on the box, he was hustling, heads to third, and then the Angels throw
figure out
away.
what
And
topics
these
can I
are
put
ourselves
for
a little
articles
wrong.
because they're very
When you see your name,
picky.
the
I had a
hustle,
trouble
Volpe
with
sends the hits
doing it
list
last time,
21
but this
for
goes
the
on the
game,
Google SEO
2
platform,
nothing Yanks.
so
As
I
for
have to
here,
refrain from talking about it.
a month of May
I want to
unlike
keep talking
any
about the
in
Roku
Yankees
channel.
history.
That's
Let me
everywhere.
say that again. A month of May unlike any in
The
Yankees
Roku
history.
channel.
8 innings, 2 hits,
What
1
else
earned,
is going on?
9 strikeouts. Bottom 9, Clay Holmes trying to shut the
It's
door.
really not much.
Tying run on third, but it's Logan O'Hoppe, who homered earlier in the game, rounds out to third. Hill picks up the win. Is there no
I'm gonna let the
stopping Luis
flow
Hill?
wash with me with whatever I'm doing. I'm not gonna do it right now. Only reason why is because it's gonna come to me what I need to talk about. I don't want to talk about the Roku channel. I already have stuff for the Roku channel. So yeah.
2/3 innings, 3 earned runs. Those are good stats. These are amazing stats for Shota Imanaga. Look at that ERA. Need the old magnifying glass. Sub 1. Making his 10th
Give me
career
a
start. Oh,
second.
by the way, he cost 1/6 of the Dodgers.
There's something else
total contract value. Of course, we're just 80 minutes away, so the showtime, the Cubs fans making the trip to Milwaukee. Christian Yelich.
need
This
to
is
do.
the first extra base hit Imanaga had given up to a left-handed batter this season. Again, 10th start of his career. Brewers take a 2-0 lead. Figured he'd be the first guy to get to Imanaga really all season. Christopher Morel. He's known for excitement. Morel is. Blake Perkins says, so am I. Robs
Give me
him.
a second, you
You know
guys.
who loves it? Bryce Wilson, of course. You're helping me out. Bottom 3, Cubs trail. 3-1. The well-traveled Gary Sanchez, you know that, Kev. To left, Yelich and Adames come around to score. Now the floodgates have opened. Just a reminder, this is not the Nippon Professional League. This is Major League Baseball. You're going to have these types of days. Perkins at the plate, and that is gone. You saw Perkins make a catch right about there, and then that goes out. Imanaga first 9 starts, 5 earned runs.
I gotta start writing these ladies back
3, 7 alone
and reading what the heck they're saying. They're on it.
Again. The series
That's all I want to
with
do is
Council getting booed.
be a part of that.
Cheers for that. Shota roughed up for the first time. Probably won't be the last time. Brewers win 10-6. We'll continue to shuffle that deck of cards Kev told you about. Imanaga, not so great. Skiing's great. Heel great.
Okay.
Lugo? Scooble? How great? We'll deck those cards to see who comes up aces wild. Yes.
When that Tostitos hint of lime flavor hits, it changes things. It takes your snack game up a notch with a tangy, zesty crunch that's ready to dip. Tostitos, get to the good stuff.
Waiting for the break of day. Party just to stay away. BK knows full of flame drill layers. Make the new Philly is stacked with flavors.
Trying to figure out.
Cheese. All these toppings will make you say cheese.
Oh, they got a different one. I'm sorry. This is like foreign to me. This is so foreign to me.
Because bringing a fruit platter to a party takes on a whole new meaning.
I'm like, not. I don't watch cable no more.
Simply spiked. It's getting juicy.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket. Cricket gives me the coverage I need at a really fair price.
Stop! This came all the way from the top. New offer, 5
I refuse to watch it.
$18 a month. Let's go! Smile, you're on Cricket.
Ico can help you a lot.
Cricket. I haven't heard of cricket in a while.
Dad, you don't have to make this so tough on yourself. Geico is sending someone to unlock her car right now.
Yeah. Where's the money? Whatever you need, get more with Geico.
Here are your keys.
Anything I can do right now? Let me see. because I don't want to go straight to sleep right now. Then I would have to. Okay, homework is priority number one. Homework. Homework is tomorrow morning.
For 72 hours. With cologne quality scents. Roma wasn't built in a day, but with Mando, you can
Two.
smell good for 3 of them. So if you want to smell better naked,
After homework.
shopmando.com.
Oh, I can talk about how I'm graduating. That's one topic. Graduation and going for my doctorates. I'm not. See, the reason why all of this is happening is because I am at the mercy of some people right now, and so I'm not going to sit up there and have to let them know that I'm graduating in August. I have to let them know that. I have to let them know everything that's going on with me, which I'm not mad about that. I want people to watch over me. That's nothing I'm mad about. Um, there's no buts. I just right now graduation and getting doctorates.
Decision ever. It's real dental insurance that's real affordable. Well, I think my work here is done.
Now, editing the expert. I know he's like, you keep saying that all weeks. The expert. I didn't make no promises to nobody except the expert video. Do real for. I'm gonna keep it right here so it'll be when I get on here, it'll be done. So for do real for what's her name? Mary Beth. And Apple Podcasts. For what else? I'm not gonna stop. Don't stop till good enough. Love me. I don't know how Chris Tucker did it, man. Till you just can't stop. I want that, baby. Till you don't know how. He gonna to the bus, don't stop. Don't stop till you get. Okay. Graduation, getting a doctorate, issue wire. Oh yeah, send off money order, $20 money order for BCCC. What else? 10 videos. I know I won't be able to do that, but if I get through all of this, I'm gonna be psyched. 10 videos for TV startup. Bills. Straight games, 20 points and 10 rebounds for Asia Wilson. Not only is that the longest streak to start a season, I gotta pay all my bills. I gotta put a $50 down payment for somebody. I won't say who. The history of the WNBA, the Mercury coming off the worst three-point shooting performance ever in the WNBA. They were 1 for 27 the other night against Connecticut. So it's Wendy Unesco and company take over. Save money. This is the first and the last time for a while I'm doing this. Save money. How stacked the Liberty are. Oh, Stewie on the reverse with Unesco scoring or assisting on 29. And the Liberty's 47 in the first half. Diana Taurasi was ice cold, as was everyone the other night in Connecticut, but she started to heat up and then gets a goal. What a difference a night can make. Again, they missed 26 threes the other night. And here they go. They got the lead, and then Copper back the other way. Didn't have numbers, didn't care. Phoenix up 3. Jonquil Jones. It's a 1-point game. Laney, Hamilton, little insurance, tough shot, gets the bounce. The Liberty's 2-game losing streak is over. They edged the Mercury 81-78. Back to the ice. Oilers scored 5 unanswered to knock out the Stars. It's now a best of 3 for a trip to the Stanley Cup. Sorry, I had to get quiet for a second. It's a little chilly in here. I'm not going to put on a bathrobe.
Yeah, we will have some lineup changes, but you're gonna have to.
Ah,
It's a big showcase.
All right, we'll unveil it. Corey Perry and Ryan McLeod added to the starting lineup for Game 4. Hard to argue with the results. Although at this juncture, maybe not so much. Oilers down 2-0. Perry has the shot stopped. McLeod scores. So they both find themselves in the lineup.
oh, somebody named McLeod scores. You know, that hockey man is so funny, man. McLeod's fourth career.
Connor McDavid is stopped.
I'll be looking at too many. Okay. Let's see. As the Oilers tie it up in 2, and once that happened, it just sort of I gotta get off of here, y'all. I'm a little bummed out now. It's a dark time for me. Tips, Draisaitl, give and go, little back and forth. It has nothing to do with this. It has everything to do with the fact that
win 5-2, game 5 in Dallas. Now it is the scenario that the NHL and the NBA are dreaming of coming up next month in June. That the Stanley Cup or the Larry O'Brien Trophy comes down to the last possible game on the schedule. In the Professional Women's Hockey League, or the PWHL, that's exactly what happened.
I have to go.
And excitement. Though what made tonight's fifth and
I could be petty.
Was that it really appeared that the series between Boston and Minnesota was over after Game 4 on Sunday.
Right, the inaugural season dream ending for Minnesota, heartbreak for Boston.
Not yet. We'll all find out tomorrow. And I'm not talking. I hate when I talk like that because it just comes out in broken languages, like I said. And these broken languages sound like I'm talking about somebody, and I'm not. I'm just talking about. Yeah, okay, forget it. No, I can't tell nobody. It's just not really worth it. Telling. I'm trying to get all my degrees together. So I got my high school diploma and my bachelor's degree. I'm trying to get my associate's degree, and then in August get my master's, so they all can be side by side by side. And it takes $20 to process the associate's degree, and it takes 10 to 12 weeks for the delivery. That's what I'm on about.
It would set up the winner take all finish in Boston.
And then I want the plaque to go with it.
The legend, Billie Jean King.
I want the plaque to go with it. I want the plaque. The actual Coppin State plaque that the diploma will go in. And I want to buy my cap and gown now. That's how sized I am. June, July, August. That's 3 months away. I'll do it in July. But I don't want to spend that much money. That's why I said to myself, look like that. It costs $150 for the plaque of the Coppin State. I could be cheap and buy like a knockoff certificate plaque, but I wanted to say Coppin State University. The same with Baltimore City Community College. I want my associate's degree to say, because I earned it. And I want my master's degree to say Kimberly Cloud and everything. I won't be finished until January or February, and I'm okay with that. As long as I get to walk across the stage early, I'm good. I could be finished in October if I double up. I'm thinking about doubling up. Not these 2 classes, though. I'm kind of glad that it worked out this way. Because if I doubled up, if I had a doubled up, I would be very stressed out right now with these 2 classes. These 2 classes are very hard. So homework, editing, the expert video, doing a reel for Mary Beth, then the Apple Podcast, sending $20 for BCCC, 10 videos for TV startup, bills, pay, save money, graduation, getting doctorates, issue wire. What else? It got to be more than just graduation and getting my doctorates. It has to be something else.
How would you encapsulate just the thrill ride the season has been?
I could talk about a Roku channel, but no.
So I think we embrace the travel. We embrace
How many
everything.
people have I
We're a team from the Midwest.
interviewed?
We're going to travel a little bit more than everyone else, but
I'm gonna say
I think for us,
600.
like the bus ride,
This
the
I'm
tour
gonna
ride,
say
everything
over
we felt
600 people.
that brings you together.
It's been over
You don't always
600.
like
Believe
the
me
second
when I
half
say
of
that.
last game, having the championship ripped out of our hands, actually,
Interviewed.
after having a goal called back and Boston kind of winning that one. I think it was a special moment for us today to win and hoist the cup in Boston. It was a really special time.
Over 600 people interviewed. What else? What else I'm thinking? Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to think.
Like in the locker room after that game.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
I want to say we weren't discouraged a little bit, but I think when you're all competitive and you're competitors of the game, you got to be discouraged a little bit. I think we had it in our hands. It got taken away. They came back and scored a little bit. We don't make any excuses, and it's a special time to be a part of this group right now. I think we basked in the glory a little bit last game, but we look at each other and we're like, it's real this time. It's real this time, girls. Don't forget about it. So we're just excited to be here and part of this special moment.
In this playoff format, Faye's not maybe familiar with this. The top seeded team gets to pick their opponent. That was Toronto. So they chose to play you guys, and now you guys win the whole.
Okay, that's it.
What
That's it, you guys. I don't know what else to say or do. I want to wake up in the next, what's this going on, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want to wake up and be up by 6.
When we did, we knew we had anything in front of us.
It's amazing. You barely made the playoff. You end up as the champion. I know in this league,
if not sooner. If I wake up after a while and it's like 4 in the morning and I'm refreshed, it's on and popping.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Great stuff there. And back to baseball now. Seth Lugo started the night with a 1.74 ERA, best among qualified big league pitchers. Royals in Minnesota, bottom one. Lugo in a jam. Runners on the corners.
Nobody, no pressure, no nothing.
84-mile-an-hour slider. Fast forward, top 3. What a season Bobby Witt is putting together. Kind of dribbles.
Let me make sure.
Right side, seeing eye single. Kyle Isbell scores. Royals tied at 1. Salvador Perez.
Oh, my foot that fell asleep that quick.
Sal. Off the wall. Witt's going to race around to score. Perez in there, the RBI.
What?
KC up 2-1. Later in the inning, same score. Nelson Velasquez. It's been this type of season for Kansas City. They are exceeding expectations. Everyone's contributing. Witt's the superstar. Perez, the veteran, who continues to contribute. He's got 10 home runs after that one. 12th season with at least 10 homers, breaking a tie with Amos Otis for the second most.
Next month.
But Lugo has been the guy that's been unbelievable.
I know what to do.
That's wouldn't start.
I won a communicator award. One communicator
One run allowed. Lugo lowers the ERA to 1.72.
award
Lowest through the month of May since Zach
in 2021.
Could be a good omen. Eric Skubal. What did you say about him a couple segments ago? Cy Young.
What
Numbers
else?
seem to bear it out. Kev mentioned it as well. This is a doubleheader against the Pirates. Kev showed you what schemes.
Let me look at something real quick. My account.
All about here. He's not exactly schemes because he's a 9th round
Schedule events.
He's at Tommy John. So his trek here has been a little
Nate
bit
Blum.
different. 7 strong, no earned, 8 Ks, bottom 5 Tigers.
Let me do this real quick, y'all.
Matt Beerling, 3-run blast, 6th of the season. Tigers behind a virtuoso pitching performance from Skubal would go on to win the first of 2, as we showed you both here on SportsCenter. 8-0. The final.
Up next, Iga Swiatek pushed to the brink of elimination at a Roland Garros. The stunning comeback that even the world number 1 did not believe was possible. Next.
Compose.
Jimmy Butler is reportedly considering
No,
leaving the
go
Miami
to
Heat
Nate
out in
Blum.
the cold.
Jimmy, who was just getting our groove back. I consider myself a part of the team. You are 4'11". You could be the mascot. Basketball is in my blood. Oh, negative. I shot that from a weird angle. You expecting anybody?
I know he's like, what is going on?
Yo, man, what you doing?
Did you send the bio?
Oh, hell. Bad Boys Driver got rated R. Watch the NBA Finals on ABC.
Whether you call her Abuela, Nana, Yaya, Gramps, Gigi, Mimi,
Okay, I'm gonna have
or
to
Granny,
view profile real quick.
Grandma knows
Did he send it to me by here?
any meal special.
This he must understand. Okay, it's
So come
okay.
to McDonald's.
I
and
got
treat
his stuff
yourself to
right
the
here.
Grandma McFlurry today.
No biggie.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm so sorry for him because I missed one appointment with him. Oh my God, he's part of the U.S. trade. I learned about that.
It's more of having the energy and drive to go ahead and be all in again. Now, here's your host, network sportscaster Dan Helly.
You know that they still what? That's pretty cool, man. Okay, StreamYard. After I do this, I'm getting off of here.
So you feel the energy you had when you were younger start
I owe it to him.
the results from your workouts.
He would have been so mad. He was like, I'm never coming back to your I'm so glad I looked.
A revolutionary scientific innovation has led to a remarkable solution for the number 4 eugenics total T, total testosterone boosting formula. So effective, it's changing the lives of men across the country.
I'll make sure I put that. Okay, now go back. Where is it at? Okay, there we go. Please save images.
I feel like I
Mate
found
blown.
the secret weapon to it.
Go to Canva. I got 8 messages in my mailbox. Lord Jesus, help me. Uploads.
Nugenics Total T is real good. I'm playing baseball now, and you know what? The difference is now I'm doing bases again. I feel like running. You can get started.
Where is it at? Downloads.
By texting Merit to 215-215. That's Merit to 215-215.
Mate. There we go. Please go there. Yay, it went through.
Help you get back in shape absolutely free. Fun fact.
Make sure I edit image, background remover. We're going to do 2 of them. That way it look like different inside. Where is it at? Upload. First we're going to flip it over. We don't want both of them looking.
Now I get it.
There we go. Edit image, background. I wonder if I want something where. Let me see something. I'm about to start playing around.
This is going to be a great fight. ESPN Bet is the official sports book of ESPN.
No, go back.
To find offers from your favorite ESPN shows and personalities. New users can get a bet reset up to $1,000 in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. Download today. What a play.
Nate.
Well, back on Sports Center, the great Messi and Inter Miami in
Today.
action Wednesday, taking on Atlanta United.
Thirtieth.
Currently on a 10-game unbeaten streak. 62nd minute.
9.
Inter Miami down 2-0. Messi and absolute screamer. Miami in the dreaded 2-0 hole.
AM.
And Messi with the perfect finish. 11th goal of the MLS season. It's 2-1. 66 minutes. Look at this. Jordi
It may
Alba
seem like I'm slipping,
to
but
Messi.
I'm not.
Onto the foot of Luis Suarez, who shot his save.
Believe that I will at least admit that.
73rd minute, still 2-1. Atlanta on
It's
the
like
attack.
don't get caught
Caleb
slipping.
Riley. And boy, they really fancied Jamal Tiare today.
They both have to look
Left
the
wide
same.
open for the finish. First game since the 2022 World Cup. Messi scores, but his team loses 3-1. Atlanta wins.
From the world's best soccer player to the world's best tennis player, Iga Swiatek taking on Naomi Osaka, who used to
I'm
hold
going to
that
sleep.
designation. We're at the French
Sleep,
Open.
Wizzy.
Swiatek took the first, Osaka took the second, so we're now in the third and deciding set.
Okay,
Osaka up
good.
1-love.
So now
She'll find
I
a way to go up
go
2-love.
here.
Remember, she stepped away a couple
I
times
go
from the game.
here.
Later in the set, Osaka serving.
Here,
She's gonna go
here,
up
a little bit of
3-love.
here,
So
here,
she's now
everywhere
3-love
here.
in the third and deciding set. You kind of feel like things are working in her direction. Now it's match point, Kevin. It's 5-3. Osaka's backhand goes into the net. So Swiatek, the three-time French Open champion, keeps the match alive. Swiatek now, same point. She's serving. Got the advantage. Swiatek with the backhand. Osaka goes too far. Swiatek wins the point. It's still 5-4 though. Osaka, now it's 5 apiece. Osaka, back and forth. The world's number one comes up. Look at this forehand.
This is the last part.
Downer. Swiatek has the momentum. Again, down love 3 in the third set. And Swiatek is going to hang on to win. She's lost 3 matches total at Roland Garros. It looked like 4 was going to be an almost certainty until it
Tomorrow
wasn't.
at 9 a.m.
Unbelievable comeback from Swiatek, though there were some unforced errors down the stretch that really hurt Osaka. Swiatek entered as a heavy favorite to win, but as I mentioned to you, Osaka had match point. ESPN Bet had her longest live odds at 10-1 as she battles back to win the final 5 games and defeats Osaka to win the match.
Back to baseball. Corbin Burns has been as good as advertised for the Orioles, and Wednesday he got some early run support. Bottom 2, bases
Okay.
juiced. Gunnar
Let me
Henderson,
send
I
him
mean,
the
you crushed me.
link.
Grand slam. He's tied for the Major League lead with Kyle Tucker. He's the
Go
first
back.
shortstop with
Nate
18
Blum.
home runs before June since A-Rod in 1998. Orioles up, and they're drinking colors 5-1. Top
Here
7, same
is
score.
the link
Burns at
for
98
the
pitches.
show.
There's action in the bullpen.
Nate,
But
take-
Corbin Burns is staying
not
in the
talk.
game.
take care.
Getting
Excellent.
David Hamilton to
See
line out to
you
Colton
at
Houser.
9
Second out of the
p.m.
inning. Next batter, we're at pitch 106. St. Don Rafaela fouls one off, strike 2. Pitch
Good.
107 on the
Woo!
check swing.
He hurried up
Burns
and got that
gets him.
spot.
Pitch 108. There you go. 7 innings, no earned runs,
Okay.
5 Ks.
So,
Orioles win
I
it
have
by
to
a final
go.
of 6-1.
Thank you
There was
guys
just
for
one
watching my
person
show.
we need to see in this
I needed to
highlight.
talk
As
about
the
this,
Rays
and I
and the
needed
A's
to
got
do
together.
this.
Zach Geloff at the plate.
I can think.
It's not Zach Geloff. You have to keep an eye. It's the guy that's going to be on the
And
other end of this.
I'll talk to y'all
Siri.
another time.
Jose Siri.
You all take care, be safe,
A grab.
and bye.
Wow. One more.